jump to the next song you guys released, which is Bigot. What's like the theme of that song? Like, how did that one come together?
That song was written so fast too. Like we went
Yeah.
over to Noah's for a jam, and Emily was doing that lead because Noah was playing it on piano or something, and they were
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
messing with the sound together.
Actually, that song was inspired by Seven Spires.
Oh,
That
that's cool.
Yeah, like well, because Emily and
I didn't know
like,
that.
you know the band. Do you know the band Seven Spires at all?
I've heard of them, haven't listened to too much of their music.
We love them.
They're
Love.
great, by the way. Symphonic metal band from Boston. They're incredibly good. Bunch of Berkeley students, so they kind of have to be good. So Emily had come over, and like Kaylee said, we were jamming, and she was like, "Oh, I know you were listening to that band Seven Spires because we were listening to music, kind of like what we want to be influenced by. Who do we want to, model our writing structures after?" And I showed her Seven Spires, and she's like, "Well, I got this little riff." So she started playing like the main riff, the like that main thing. She just started playing, and I was like, "Oh yes, something I can go super super fast to and have no discipline over. Let's get it." So that's kind of how that started.
That says a lot about how Emily's character is excellent because she is willing to hear us out and try to figure out what do we like. And I love how much this band wants to please each other. We're all going for the gold and making this the best that it can be. And Emily's pretty cool about that.
And it's Drake too, especially
And
because
Drake.
like Drake
and Jake,
Emily,
but
well, Jake, yeah, but specifically, like my point with Drake and Emily is that, like I was saying before, they like genre-wise weren't really sold on the whole, power symphonic thing at first.
yeah, they're metal. They're too hardcore for us.
Yeah, they don't
We've
have
got too much fairy dust in our tracks.
Yeah, they don't have time for our Tinkerbell fairy magic. But
our melody.
But the thing is, like, what makes them so cool is that they, like, even though that wasn't their thing, they went home the day before we wrote, or like a couple of days before we wrote that, a week before, whatever, and consciously made an effort to be like, okay, let's try to understand where Kaylee and Noah are coming from. Let's try to like start trying to write things that are kind of modeled after that, formula. And they came back and she was like, oh, like, what do you think of this? We were trying to write more along these Seven Spires, Nightwishy, Avenged lines. What do you think? And then just out of the blue, just a perfect riff, like Bigot.